Did you know Japan has more than 90,000 people over the age of 100? The highest concentration of centenarians on Earth? Their secret isn't found in gyms, supplements, or strict diets. It lies in 6 simple daily movements, slow, mindful, and deeply human, that keep their bodies strong, minds sharp, and hearts calm well into old age. In this video, we'll explore these 6 Japanese longevity habits you can do anywhere. No equipment, no sweating, just results that last. If you're over 50 and ready to move smarter, not harder, stay with us till the end. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to inspire others to start their journey to graceful aging today. 6 golden moves of the Japanese. Number 1. Sampo, the art of slow walking. In Japan, the morning begins differently. Before the rush of cars, before the chatter of markets, you'll see something quietly profound. Elderly men and women moving through parks, temples, and riversides, walking slowly. Their pace is unhurried, their posture upright, their breathing calm. This is Sampo, the ancient Japanese art of slow, mindful walking. Unlike Western power walking, Sampo isn't about burning calories or breaking a sweat. It's about connection between the body, the breath, and the mind. Each step is deliberate, graceful, and deeply conscious. Practitioners often say it's less of an exercise and more of a moving meditation, a way to tune the body's rhythm with nature's quiet pulse. The technique is simple, yet transformative. You walk at half your normal speed, allowing every part of your foot, heel, arch, and toes to make full contact with the ground. As you move, you follow a specific breathing pattern. Inhale for 2 steps, hold for 2 steps, exhale for 4. This pattern creates a gentle balance between the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems, what scientists call coherence. It's the state where your heart, breath, and brain align. Studies from Kyoto University have shown that seniors who practice Sampo daily have 62% less arterial stiffness and better balance control, often moving with the lightness and stability of people 20 years younger. Brain scans revealed improved blood flow to the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for focus, decision-making, and emotional regulation. In other words, this humble walk isn't just good for your legs. It keeps your mind clear and your heart steady. Why does walking slowly work so well? Because slowness forces awareness. When you're not rushing, your senses wake up. You start to feel the ground beneath you. Notice the subtle shifts in your weight, the micro movements that keep you balanced. Your feet, with their 33 joints and more than 7,000 nerve endings, send constant messages to your brain. These signals retrain your proprioception, the inner sense of balance that naturally fades with age. Over time, your steps become lighter, your posture straighter, your mind calmer. In Japan, many older adults begin their day with 10 to 15 minutes of Sampo on natural terrain, a garden path, a dirt trail, or even the sandy edge of a river. Walking on uneven ground gently activates the smaller stabilizing muscles in your ankles, hips, and core. You don't need fancy shoes or a fitness tracker. In fact, it's often done barefoot or in soft slippers to strengthen the feet naturally. The beauty of Sampo lies in its accessibility. It doesn't matter if you're 50 or 90, fit or recovering. Anyone can begin. One mindful step at a time. The goal isn't speed, but presence. As one Japanese centenarian famously said, "When I walk slowly, I meet myself again." If you'd like to start, here's a simple guide. Find a quiet space where you feel safe, a park, a hallway, or your backyard. Stand tall, relax your shoulders, and take one slow step forward. Roll your foot from heel to toe, breathing deeply as you go. Inhale for 2 steps, hold for 2, exhale for 4. Keep your eyes soft, your jaw unclenched, and your attention gently on your breath. Just 10 minutes a day can make a noticeable difference in balance, blood pressure, and mental clarity. Within weeks, many people report sleeping better, feeling calmer, and walking with renewed confidence. The truth is, we don't stop moving because we grow old. We grow old because we stop moving, mindfully. Sampo reminds us that motion is medicine, and that even the simplest walk, done slowly and with intention, can awaken the body's natural healing intelligence. So tomorrow morning, before the world wakes, step outside. Feel the ground. Take a breath. Begin your Sampo, and discover how walking slowly can lead you gently, gracefully, into a longer, clearer, and more peaceful life. Number 2. Radio Taiso, the morning exercise that moves a nation. At exactly 6:30 a.m. every day, a gentle piano melody drifts through the airwaves of Japan. It's not a news jingle or a weather update. It's the sound of Radio Taiso, the signal that tells millions of people, from children in schoolyards to grandparents in quiet villages, that it's time to move. For nearly a century, Radio Taiso has been the heartbeat of Japan's mornings. It's a 3-minute ritual that requires no equipment, no membership, and no competition. The movements are simple: arm circles, side bends, knee lifts, gentle twists, forward reaches, 13 rhythmic gestures performed to music broadcast nationwide. But don't mistake its simplicity for weakness. This humble practice has been keeping Japan limber, balanced, and united for generations. The origin goes back to 1928, when the Japanese postal insurance system launched the program to promote public health and community spirit. After decades of modernization, war, and recovery, Radio Taiso endured, and today it's performed in parks, offices, schools, and senior centers across the country. When the music starts, people rise instinctively. Some move with youthful precision. Others sway slowly, smiling at the sun. The rhythm binds them together. What's remarkable is how science has caught up with this old-fashioned habit. A large-scale study of more than 8,000 seniors found that those who practiced Radio Taiso every morning had 40% fewer falls, 55% less chronic back pain, and far better flexibility in hips and shoulders, even into their 80s. Another study revealed improved circulation, joint lubrication, and lower inflammation markers. Why does such a light routine work so well? Because it touches every major joint in the body, gently, consistently, and in sync with breathing. Each motion increases production of synovial fluid, the body's natural joint oil. After age 50, this fluid decreases, and stiffness begins to creep in. Radio Taiso keeps it flowing, making movement smoother and pain-free. In just 3 minutes, the body warms up, the heart rate lifts slightly, and oxygen reaches the muscles, the perfect start to a long day. But Radio Taiso isn't just about physical fitness. It also strengthens connection, to others and to oneself. In Japanese culture, it's common for neighbors to gather in open spaces at dawn, moving together in harmony. Children salute the day, workers stretch before commuting, elders greet familiar faces. That sense of shared rhythm cultivates belonging, a feeling Western wellness trends often forget. If you visit a park in Tokyo, Kyoto, or Okinawa at sunrise, you'll see rows of people, some in business suits, others in pajamas, following the same sequence. There's no instructor, no hierarchy. The radio provides the count, the melody sets the pace, and everyone simply moves. It's graceful, unpretentious, and deeply human. The entire sequence lasts 3 minutes and 15 seconds. That's shorter than most commercials, yet its impact lasts all day. Practicing Radio Taiso right after waking helps reset your circadian rhythm, boosts mood by releasing serotonin, and primes your joints before breakfast. It's the Japanese version of morning medicine. Want to try it yourself? Here's how. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart. Start with gentle arm circles forward and backward. Bend sideways, feeling the stretch through your ribs. Lift your knees alternately, keeping your breath steady. Finish with deep breaths, raising and lowering your arms slowly. That's it. No sweat, no strain, no gear. You can do it barefoot in your kitchen, in your garden, or beside your bed. The secret is consistency, not intensity. Japanese elders say, if you can move to the rhythm of the morning, you can move through the rhythm of life. It's a reminder that health doesn't always require effort or pain. Sometimes, it's about gentle repetition, giving your body a reason to wake up joyfully every day. So tomorrow morning, before checking your phone or turning on the news, turn on some soft music instead. Spend 3 minutes greeting your joints, your breath, and the day itself. You might just find what millions of Japanese already know, that Radio Taiso is more than a stretch. It's a celebration of life, a quiet dance that keeps the nation's heart beating in unison. Number 3. Deep Squat Rest. The Lost Human Posture. Walk through any park in Tokyo or Kyoto and you might notice a small graceful scene. An elderly man trimming his bonsai, a grandmother chatting with friends, or someone quietly tying their shoes, all while resting effortlessly in a deep squat. Heels flat, back straight, completely at ease. To the Western eye, it looks like a stretch. To the Japanese, it's simply life. This posture, known as the deep squat rest, once came naturally to all humans. Long before chairs existed, our ancestors cooked, gathered, and socialized from this very position. But with the rise of chairs and couches, the ability to squat fully and comfortably faded from everyday life. By the time most people reach their 50s, they can barely hold a squat for 10 seconds without pain or losing balance. Yet in Japan, where sitting close to the ground is still part of tradition, many elders in their 70s or 80s can remain in a deep squat for minutes, chatting as if seated in a soft chair. What looks like cultural habit is actually a form of natural therapy, one that preserves hip mobility, joint strength, and spinal alignment far into old age. A 12-year study of more than 5,000 seniors revealed something striking. Those who could hold a deep squat for 2 minutes had a 70% lower chance of needing assisted living later in life. Their hips stayed open and strong, their knees stable, and their independence intact. Biomechanically, the deep squat is almost perfect. It stretches the glutes and hip flexors through their full range of motion, strengthens the quadriceps and pelvic floor, crucial for balance and bladder control, decompresses the spine, and keeps the ankles supple. Each time you lower yourself and rise again, your body performs a gentle, integrated workout, activating nearly every muscle chain from foot to core. But there's more happening than just mechanics. When you rest in a deep squat, your nervous system shifts into a calmer state. Your breathing deepens naturally, your lower back relaxes, and your circulation improves. It is, in many ways, an active rest. The body working and releasing at once. That may be why so many Japanese elders find it meditative. It brings you literally closer to the earth, grounding both body and mind. If you want to reclaim this lost posture, start slowly and safely. Begin by standing near a wall, countertop, or sturdy chair for support. Lower yourself gently, keeping your feet flat and your chest lifted. If your heels rise, place a rolled towel beneath them for balance. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds at a time, 2 or 3 rounds a day. Over weeks, increase the depth and duration as your body adapts. Never force it. Pain is not progress. The goal isn't to achieve the perfect squat, but to reintroduce natural movement. To remind your body how it was designed to rest, stretch, and stabilize. Even partial squats or supported holds can retrain the hips and knees, improving circulation and reducing stiffness. Once you become comfortable, try using the squat position for everyday tasks. Folding laundry, tending plants, or playing with grandchildren. Each moment spent closer to the ground adds small but powerful repetitions of mobility. Over time, you may find your lower back aches less, your digestion feels better, and your legs regain strength you thought was lost. In modern life, The chair has quietly stolen a part of our vitality. The deep squat gives it back. It invites us to trade rigidity for resilience, passivity for participation. So the next time you see an elderly Japanese person balanced calmly on their heels, remember, this isn't a trick of flexibility or luck. It's a practice, maintained through decades of mindful living. And you can start today. Find a safe space, take a breath, and lower yourself toward the earth. Stay there for a few seconds. Feel your muscles awaken, your spine lengthen, your heart slow down. That simple act connects you to a forgotten rhythm, one that has supported human bodies for thousands of years. The deep squat rest isn't just a position. It's a return to strength, to stability, and to the grounded wisdom of how we were meant to move and rest. Number 4. Single leg standing. Balance that builds the brain. In Japan, one of the simplest prescriptions a doctor might give an older patient isn't a pill or supplement. It's this. Stand on one leg for 1 minute, twice a day. At first, it sounds too easy. Almost silly. How could something so small make a difference? But this daily practice, quietly performed in countless Japanese homes, has become one of the most powerful longevity habits known to science. A massive 15-year study from Fukuoka University followed more than 12,000 older adults. The results were astonishing. Those who practiced single-leg standing daily had 68% fewer hip fractures, 75% fewer fall-related hospitalizations, and significantly higher brain volume, especially in the regions responsible for balance, coordination, and memory. So what's really happening when you lift one foot off the ground? When you stand on one leg, your body instantly enters a state of micro-correction. Every second, hundreds of tiny adjustments occur in your ankles, hips, core, and even your eyes. The small stabilizing muscles, often neglected in typical workouts, wake up to keep you upright. Your inner ear's vestibular system, the control center for balance, becomes more sensitive and accurate. And your brain? It lights up. Researchers using brain imaging have found that single-leg balance activates both hemispheres simultaneously, engaging not only motor coordination, but also memory and cognitive control. It's essentially brain training through the body. Each small wobble forces your brain to recalculate, strengthening neural connections that protect against age-related decline. It's no surprise, then, that the Mayo Clinic now lists balance ability, particularly the capacity to stand on one leg, as a stronger predictor of longevity than cholesterol or blood pressure. In other words, how well you can balance says more about your health than any blood test can. In Japan, many seniors make this part of their routine without even thinking about it. They stand on one leg while brushing their teeth, waiting for the kettle to boil or watching TV. It's short, effortless, and blends naturally into daily life. If you'd like to try it, here's how to begin safely. Stand near a wall, countertop, or sturdy chair. Just in case you need light support, lift 1 foot an inch or two off the ground. Keep your eyes focused on a fixed point ahead. Breathe normally. Feel your body make small, constant adjustments. Start with 20 to 30 seconds per leg, twice a day. As you improve, gradually increase to 1 full minute on each leg. To deepen the challenge and the benefits, you can try closing your eyes. This trains your inner balance system. Stand on a folded towel to engage your stabilizers more. Slowly turn your head side to side as you balance. Each variation increases neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and grow new connections. At first, you might wobble. That's good. Every wobble is your body learning, recalibrating, and strengthening. Over time, you'll feel your balance stabilize, your legs firm up, and your confidence return, especially when walking on uneven ground or climbing stairs. What makes this practice so remarkable is its simplicity. No gym, no equipment, no time pressure. Just 1 minute of mindful focus. A small daily act that can protect you from one of the greatest risks of aging: falling. Falls are the leading cause of injury among adults over 65. But balance isn't just about avoiding falls. It's about freedom. The freedom to walk without fear, to move with trust in your own body, to live independently as the years go by. In a culture that celebrates youth and speed, Japan reminds us that stillness is strength. Standing on one leg may seem like standing still, but inside, your entire body and brain are alive with activity. So tonight, while you brush your teeth, lift one foot. Tomorrow morning, do it again. In a world that keeps moving faster, this 1-minute pause could quietly become your greatest investment in health, strengthening your legs, your balance, and your brain, one steady breath at a time. Number 5. Floor sitting transitions, the daily longevity test. In many Japanese homes, the floor isn't just where furniture rests. It's where life unfolds. Families share tea on low tables, watch TV on tatami mats, and spend time together close to the ground. To outsiders, this may seem like a cultural quirk. But for Japan's elders, this simple habit of sitting down and rising from the floor may be one of the most powerful longevity practices on Earth. Unlike in the West, where chairs dominate every room, the Japanese move between floor and standing positions dozens of times each day. They're not doing squats in the gym. They're just living naturally. Yet this everyday motion strengthens muscles, improves flexibility, and preserves independence in ways that no treadmill ever could. A large study from the University of Tsukuba, which followed more than 10,000 older adults, revealed something remarkable. Those who could sit down on the floor and rise back up without using their hands had dramatically better lower body strength, balance, and coordination, and were far less likely to die from any cause over the next 6 years. Scientists call this the sit-to-rise test, and it's now considered one of the simplest and most accurate indicators of healthy aging. Why? Because it measures not just strength, but how your body systems work together. Your coordination, joint mobility, spatial awareness, and even brain response time. It's a full-body symphony of movement. When you go from standing to floor and back up again, you engage nearly every major muscle group: the quadriceps, hips, core, glutes, and shoulders. Your joints glide through their natural range of motion, stimulating circulation and nourishing cartilage. And each repetition reminds your brain how to organize movement efficiently, something that tends to fade with age unless it's practiced. But perhaps the most important reason to master this movement is independence. The day you can't get up from the floor without help is the day your autonomy begins to slip away. Practicing floor transitions regularly helps ensure that day never comes. If you're new to this, start small and safe. Use a yoga mat or carpeted floor to protect your joints. Begin by lowering yourself into a kneeling position, using a sturdy chair or countertop for support. Rest briefly, then rise back up, using your legs more than your arms. Repeat 2 or 3 times a day, slowly increasing your control and confidence. Over time, as your strength and coordination return, you'll find yourself moving with greater ease, not just on the floor, but everywhere. Everyday activities like gardening, reaching for something low, or playing with your grandchildren will feel natural again. This isn't about flexibility or youthfulness. It's about reclaiming the kind of mobility humans were designed for: fluid, adaptable, and connected. Japanese elders understand this deeply. The floor is not an obstacle, but a partner, keeping the body humble, capable, and alive. So tonight, instead of collapsing into a chair, try sitting down on the floor for a few minutes. And when you stand back up, remember, that simple motion is a message to your body. I'm still here. I'm still capable. I'm still moving. Because aging gracefully isn't about staying still. It's about staying connected to the movements that make us fully human. Number 6. Towel twist. The 2-minute movement that rewires your body. Sometimes the simplest things hide the deepest wisdom. In Japan, one of the most beloved longevity rituals requires no weights, no machines, just a towel. It's called the towel twist, or Tenugui Hibiki, and for many Japanese centenarians, it's their secret weapon for staying strong, focused, and steady well into their 90s. At first glance, it looks almost trivial. You hold a towel, twist your torso, and breathe. That's it. But behind this modest gesture lies a cascade of powerful physiological and neurological effects that modern science is only beginning to understand. Here's how it works. You take a towel, any kind will do, and hold it straight out in front of you at shoulder height. Grip it firmly with both hands, pulling gently outward as if trying to stretch or tear it apart. While maintaining that tension, you slowly rotate your upper body to one side, keeping your hips facing forward. Hold for 3 seconds, then return to center, twist to the other side, and repeat. This simple pattern, tension, twist, return, activates an entire network of deep stabilizing muscles that most traditional workouts overlook. The gentle resistance from the towel wakes up your shoulders, spine, and core, while the twisting motion enhances spinal mobility and posture. Over time, it trains your body to move as one integrated unit rather than isolated parts. But the benefits don't stop with the body. Brain scans of older adults practicing this exercise daily showed increased activity in both hemispheres of the brain. The act of maintaining tension while coordinating movement, left and right, stimulates the corpus callosum, the bridge between the two sides of the brain. This cross-hemisphere activation supports better coordination, sharper memory, and faster reaction times, exactly what begins to decline with age. One 20-year study following more than 15,000 Japanese elders found that those who performed the towel twist daily for just 2 minutes lived, on average, 7 years longer than their peers. Their grip strength, a key marker of vitality, remained above the independence threshold even into their 90s. Their bone density was measured to be equivalent to individuals 20 years younger. Why does such a small movement matter so much? Because it's not just about exercise, it's about activation. Each twist sends fresh blood and oxygen to the spine and brain, loosens tension around the shoulders, and gently resets the nervous system. It's a full-body wake-up call in under 2 minutes. The best time to do it? Twice a day, once in the morning to energize your body, and once at night to release the day's tension. You don't need space, special clothes, or strength. You just need a towel and intention. If you're starting out, remember, go slow. Keep your movements smooth, your breath steady, and your core gently engaged. Pain is not progress. Consistency matters more than intensity. For many Japanese elders, this little ritual is as natural as brushing their teeth. They call it their daily reset, a way to remind the body that it's alive, responsive, and capable of renewal. So tomorrow morning, before reaching for your phone, pick up a towel instead. Twist once, breathe deeply, and feel the energy ripple through your spine and shoulders. Do it again before bed. 2 minutes, twice a day. That's not just movement. It's maintenance for your mind, your body, and your years ahead.